Hamid here from TV Show How. I have Placida Acheru from London, England with us. Placida, you want to go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, the X, Y, and Z's as I call them?
Thank you so much, Amit. I'm so delighted to be here on your show. And my name is Placida Acheru, and I'm a business coach, business transformational coach, actually. I like to add that word transformational because it's a bit different from just being a business coach. And I'm based in London, UK. It's a bit cold now, but we're loving it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so basically, I work with small scale and medium sized businesses, helping them move from a point of, I'm trying to make it as simple as possible so that even a child can understand what I'm talking about. So
Correct.
move from a point of confusion, so some people get stagnant to a point where they have clarity and they have absolute focus and understanding of where their business is going, what they need to do, and achieve the financial goal that they desire for their business and for their lives.
Excellent. Now, did this just one day you wake up and you decide you want to be a business coach? Tell us a little bit about, how did you come about to make a decision to be a business coach? Was this something, you were anointed and you're a business coach, or is there a struggle that you went through to get here?
Basically, what happened was I always like to go way back. I think I've always had business in my blood, even as a child. The first time I walked to a very fancy sweet shop, I said to myself, I want to have a shop like this, And this, I was just about 8, 9 years old. So I've always had business in my blood. But my passion has always been to help people achieve their goals and their dreams. And so I went on studying guidance and counseling. Then I found coaching along the line. And I said, oh, coaching is different, but coaching is more positive looking. But when I studied to become a coach, it was a bit difficult because I didn't know what niche to go. I wanted to do everything. I wanted to help everyone.
Yeah.
Because I felt I could change the world.
Yeah.
So it was a bit difficult deciding where to go. Then I went, it's like a time of reflection. You go into yourself and like, what do I really love? What do I love to do? And I found that I do love people to transform their lives, but then they need the extra income, especially coming from a country where everyone seems to be working so hard and struggling to achieve just the basic means of living to be able to pay their bills. And, that's like what everyone wants, just want something to be able to achieve the basic needs of life. So if I could show them how to go about it without going to do the 9 to 5 job,
Yeah.
then I would have achieved my mission on earth.
That's beautiful.
And that was it.
Well put. And this isn't in the questions, but you mentioned coming from a country. Where are you from originally?
I am from Nigeria, and I do love my country. I'm not a perfect Nigerian because you asked me to speak my language. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. But I am from Nigeria, and they're very hardworking, determined people who want to see change for themselves.
Yeah.
Economy is not too fantastic, and the class is seriously divided. The low class and the upper class is so clearly, demarcated.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to get into the politics and the geopolitics of the place. I just wanted to know where you're from. Did you speak English back there, or did you learn it when you came?
Oh, yeah. English is my first language.
Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know what's the spoken language in Nigeria. Is it English?
Oh, we've got different languages. Over 20.
Oh, really?
My state alone has, if I can't even, count the number of languages.
How do you say hello in Nigerian?
Hello in my tribal language would be, oh, you put me on the spot and I shouldn't do this.
You don't have to.
My local language will be Nda.
Nda?
How are you? Nda, yes. Nda.
NDA.
NDAH.
Okay,
Nda.
I will try to remember that every time I see you. I say Nda. Okay. If someone meets you and
Yeah.
you explain to them what you're doing and how you can transform their life so uh, they can do what their passion is instead of just punching in and out the clock.
Yeah.
What can you tell that someone? What is the biggest objection? What is the biggest reason they don't use you?
The biggest reason I think for so many people, not just is fear. People have this fear of failure, so they do want to try something. They have fantastic ideas, but am I going to be good at it? Am I going to succeed at it? That's the first thing. Can I do it as well as maybe they found somebody else who does a similar thing? Am I going to be able to do it as well as this? And most people, even coaches, and all the public speakers that we know, all at one point had that fear because there's somebody you look up to, and this person is like, wow, how am I going to be able to meet up? Can
Yeah,
I do this? And if you allow the fear to overwhelm you,
yeah,
you step backwards instead of going forward.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
always say to people, until you take that one step, you never know who you're going to become. So you need to take that step in spite of the fear and just keep going. And even if you hit a brick wall, just keep going, crash, break through the wall and just keep going.
yeah.
And then you discover yourself and you become who you're destined to be.
Yep. One of our teachers, who is my most recent mentor, his name is Brendan Bouchard, and he taught us we shouldn't repeat other people's quotes, but I really like this one so much. He says, when you step off of the edge, and I'm paraphrasing,
Yeah.
go ahead and step. And that if it's dark, if you step off the edge, there'll either be something for you to set your foot on or you will be taught how to fly.
Exactly.
And I think that is like my favorite quote of all time. Okay?
I totally agree with you because I've had situations in 2006. I like to tell this story to my clients.
Yeah.
I never had any interest in the computers.
Yeah.
We had a computer back to 1989,
Yeah.
but I never had any interest. I just felt it was for the younger generation and let my siblings play with it. My sister would send an email on your behalf,
Yeah.
and I would say, no, I'm not interested. Just do whatever you want to do. So she sends an email to my friend. She gets the replies. She reads it out to me. I say, just say whatever you want to say. I was not interested.
Yeah.
But today, I've had this shift and this learning point. I build websites. I know how to optimize websites.
I know.
To think that only 4 years or 5 years ago,
Yeah.
I didn't know anything
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
But there were times when I was so scared because I felt the laptop, the computer, the internet are for the geeks.
Yeah.
It's not for me. I can't do it. Not me, not Placida. She can't do it.
And
But
now you
until
make
I
your
got-
living on there.
and now I'm living on it. I can't even,
I
let go.
I know. You
I'm
you were
addicted.
you were taught how to fly.
I was taught how to fly, exactly, And that's the same thing we're saying. Until you take that step,
Yes.
until you face your fear head on,
Yes.
you'd never ever know what's ahead of you.
Yes. Now, this is a section where we talk what I call a product demonstration. Every one of us does something for a TV show, and what I would like from you, I'm going to insert probably a picture of your website so people see where to go. Tell me a little bit about what is it you do. And of course, we're going to mention the events you hold. You have one being held this month.
Yes, yes,
I wish
I
I
do.
could fly to London to be in it.
It's actually a virtual event, so you
Oh,
can be there.
make sure you
Yeah.
give me a link because I would love to attend and give you a little bit of critique. Maybe not the whole thing, and if not, do you record them for replay?
Yes, I do.
I would love to see a replay. But go ahead. Tell us a little bit about what is it that takes place. If I was not convinced to come and you'd like to convince me.
Okay, basically, I run several kinds of events. I do the virtual ones, like big tele summits, where I get like 21 speakers, from around the world.
Wow.
And these are women, and this event is specifically for women. So you might have to wear heels and a red dress, to attend the event.
I
So,
don't know. All this hair I can't hide.
so it's a virtual event, and I get like 21 speakers. I had one last year, was fantastic. And basically, what happens is these speakers share their journey, how they went from zero to earning six, seven figures,
Yeah.
and they tell you how it is.
Yeah.
And I like to, be plain as much as possible. So don't give us all the technical stuff. Tell us how it is, how you did it,
Yeah.
the pains you felt, the experiences, the times when you felt like giving up. Just say to us how you did it,
Yeah.
because that way, if the listeners are listening, they can tap into your experience,
Yeah.
and they'll be able to, take out from your experience and be able to transform their lives. Because the whole purpose of the event
Yeah.
is to see that lives get transformed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and you know what? And you understand why it's the second question I asked. Tell us about not how great you're doing. Tell us how great you weren't doing.
Exactly.
People want to feel, oh, Placida, where she comes from is humble like me. That means she picked herself up. I can pick myself up.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what's so beautiful.
Yes, that's true. So
Okay.
you want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah.
Okay, basically, I haven't been always the business transformational coach
Yeah.
who is affecting thousands of lives around the world. I haven't always been that person.
Yeah.
I started off working in an office as an administrator,
Oh.
and yeah,
Yeah.
signing papers, and I knew that this wasn't for me. I couldn't see myself retire,
Yeah.
in this sector. It was in a college,
Yeah.
and I got to the level of a senior assistant registrar in the college, which was quite high.
Yeah.
I had 97 people under me, but I wasn't happy. I knew that there was something more to me,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so I left all that. And I left all that, and I went on to my coaching, which is my passion. But even when I started coaching, it didn't kick off quickly.
Yeah.
What you get taught in the coaching school is that you become a coach, you qualify, you have this certificate that is fancy, and you put your numbers out, put some ad there, and clients will call you, and you make £50 an hour, or £200 per hour.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you spend 6 months waiting for somebody to ring, and nobody,
I know.
and you don't get anyone calling you,
Yeah.
and you get frustrated, and you start asking yourself questions like, have I done the right thing? Have
Yeah.
I, changed this career?
Yeah.
And I took a big leap because I left my job completely and I went into coaching. Really, it's like a drastic move.
Wow.
Which
Yeah.
I would recommend to everyone. You need to be sure that what you're going to is bringing in something before you leave your job.
Yeah.
So don't leave your job and then just jump into coaching unless you're Placida.
But you know what? You did what my coach says. You stepped off of the edge in the darkness. There wasn't anything to stand on. You probably felt like you were falling, and then you
I
were
did.
taught to fly.
Exactly.
And then you were taught. If you're from the region where you may appreciate this, I'm Arabic. We learned this in our history. When Gibraltar wanted to cross to invade Spain, he burned all the ships after he crossed. And he
Okay.
told his troops, these are not your enemies. Go figure out how to live with them because we have no ships to go back home.
That's fantastic.
And they say the next 200 years were Spain's most lucrative, nicest, developing years in the Middle Ages because of it. They didn't conquer them. They went and made friends with them. They're like Facebooked them back in the day,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I had a complete shift from someone who just signed papers to someone who began to learn the internet and try to apply all these technical things that I was so scared of. I didn't think I would be able to do it.
Yeah.
So there was a fear, and then there was also the fear of presenting myself. Who would listen to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I speak English, but I don't speak British English. I still sound a bit African.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will English people
Yeah.
buy me?
Yeah.
Will the Americans buy me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Will they buy what I have to offer? So
Yeah.
that was one of the fears, and those kind of fears can make a coach who
Yeah.
has paid thousands of pounds or dollars to train
Yeah.
not to ever step out there.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I got to give you a little bit of kudos. We only met today. Okay, we've
Yeah.
chit-chatted online, but today was the first day we met. I have been looking forward to seeing Placida. I'm like, I bet the person behind this picture has a character this big. So I'm so glad I met you. So thank you for interviewing for the TV show. How?
Yeah, thank you.
Is there any more stuff? So let's say I'm still not convinced. Okay,
Yeah.
give me one sentence that says, "Look, I'll convince you with this one sentence to come and try out my coaching, to come try out my program."
Okay, one thing I'll probably say to someone who is meeting me for the first time, so I guess the people who are watching this program today
Yeah,
are probably meeting me for the first time. Maybe they've never heard about me.
yeah,
But if you, I've gone through poverty. I've gone through selling my stuff because I couldn't get coaching clients, to pay the bills,
yeah,
and I had to sell my stuff. I had to move my stuff into storage. So I went through all that process. I went through pains, trials, and I told myself I can't give up. This is what I believe in. My passion is to help people transform their lives. I need to transform my own life too. As I kept working hard, did the article writing, did the blogging, did all the things I was scared of doing, and became who I am today. That is being accepted, being interviewed by me in the
yeah,
US.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know,
Yeah, you're
I
gonna be
know.
featured as an anchor on TV show. How you'll have your own channel.
Yeah, thank you. And if I've gone through this, the things I teach you are not just things I've read from a book. I'm teaching you and I'm showing you, I'm coaching and mentoring you. So it's not just because coaching, I'm going to be asking questions and trying to elicit answers from you, things that you already know, eliciting them. But mentoring is me sharing my experience
Yeah,
to help you. If you have to go 10 miles to get to your goal,
yeah.
I'm going to cut it short to 1 mile or half a mile.
There is the
Because
word.
exactly, you
I'm
go
gonna
half a
teach
mile.
you
So
the
that way,
shortcut. You're gonna teach them the
exactly,
shortcut.
the shortcut. So basically, you don't have to go through the pains, you don't have to go through the trials, you don't have to go through the failures I've gone through already, because I've done that already for you.
Yeah,
So you don't need to do all that again. So I make the journey shorter for you.
yeah,
And that's what I do for my clients. And like, so when we talked earlier on, I made, I'm like you in a way because I don't hide anything.
yeah,
I'm so plain, I'm so simple,
yeah,
I am Placida,
yeah.
I'm calm.
I know. You know
I'm
what?
deep.
It's wonderful. The other day, somebody started to tell me something, and he said he wanted to allude to it being secret. I said, "Don't do that." He goes, "Why?" I said, "In here, out here."
Exactly,
I don't busy myself with secrets. I don't busy myself with. I have really short memory to remember to try to make up multiple stories. If I'm telling it to you, it's true. Basically, I like to tell truth, but more importantly, it's easier. I don't have to remember to try to cover my tracks.
exactly.
I love
You
it.
know, yeah, so my coaching progress, and I work with a client,
Yeah,
I try to see. Sometimes I think I'm actually too fast for them because I'm shortening their experiences. I take them really quickly. So if you need exposure branding, I take you really quickly from being a nobody that nobody knows
yeah,
to someone that everyone knows and like, oh, who is this?
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
So that's what I do. I tell you exactly what I did for myself.
yeah.
But then I've shortened the process for you,
You know
and
what?
so you don't have to struggle.
It took me about 2 years. And now looking in retrospect, if he came to me and says, Amit, I want this much money from you. If you came to me and says, if I guarantee you the result that you have today, would you give me $100,000 2 years ago? I'd have borrowed the $100,000 to give you. But it took me 2 years, you know,
Yes,
SEO and what not to do, what to do, Facebook, spamming, then stopping the spamming, yada, yada, yada.
exactly.
And then it's like eventually, oh my God, I spent a lot of time undoing what I did, a lot of time. So, and what you do is you eliminated that. I basically went into all the reasons why with that one. Reasons why you should engage Placida. And I said your name wrong. Say it one more time so I can get it right. The last name.
Placida,
No,
Placida,
the last name.
Acheru.
Acheru. I said Acheru, so it's Acheru. Okay. Placida, you're having an event on the 19th. Uh, and pretty much my TV show how crowd know that I bring only honorable people who back up their work. What kind of guarantee you give if someone does not get their money's worth?
Or to get the money back.
Okay.
They're gonna get their money back. But you see, the thing is, if you come to me, if I get in contact with you, I always believe that
Yeah.
destiny allows us to meet the people that we meet.
Yeah.
It's not by chance that you're watching the TV program. It's not by chance that you decide to sign up for my telesummit,
Yeah.
teleseminar. It's not by chance that you decide to sign up for my coaching program.
Yeah.
So it's my responsibility from the time you sign up to take care of you and
Nice.
see that you achieve your goal and
Nice.
see that you achieve your need, because there is a pressing need that made you actually take out your money
Yeah.
and give to me to
Yeah.
say, Placida, here is my money, help me.
Yeah.
There is a present need. So it's my responsibility as a coach to see that I help you through your need and to get you to a point.
Yeah.
Then it's also your responsibility as a client
Yeah.
to take action, because if you don't take action, you're wasting my time and I'll kick you out.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. That's great. Okay. On the 19th of this month,
Yeah.
you're going to have one, but you have these on regular basis. How often?
The one on the 19th is actually a free teleseminar to a mastermind group.
Okay.
So it's basically introducing the mastermind group, and then people can sign up to the mastermind group. And the mastermind group is only going to be for 12 people,
Wow.
not more than 12 people, because I need to give them my time.
Yeah.
I need to focus on their businesses. I need to see what's working, what's not working, and tell them this is the way to go. So, I mean, people are on Facebook, or are they actually effectively using Facebook? I meet a lot of business owners who say, oh, Facebook is child's play. I say, you don't know what you're talking about. If you know the contacts I've met through Facebook, if you know the businesses I've closed through Facebook,
Yeah.
you wouldn't say Facebook is child play, but they don't know how to use Facebook. They don't know how to drive traffic from Facebook to their website.
Yeah.
They don't know how to drive traffic, and not just traffic, because you could pay to get traffic.
Yeah.
If you wanted 10,000 traffic overnight, you can do it, pay to get it, but what kind of traffic are you getting?
Yeah.
You'll get people who are not interested in your services. But if you know what to do, then you can get 10,000 of people who are interested in your brand, in your services, ready to give you money.
Yeah.
So you need to know how to use it. You need to know how to use it.
I'm going to want to attend just because it's one of those areas I really want to hone for TV show how. I want to get a lot of audience to come and see you. I don't know if I told you, I have a program called Entrepreneur Tells All. It's $2,000. I am taking it off the market and putting it inside TV Show How as a gift for anyone who comes to the show to meet my friends, the authors and the creators of content. It's going to be absolutely free, my $2,000 program, and it'll just be click here. All you have to do is give us your email address, so that way my author friends can send you content. And I think it's a pretty good gift. But I would like to learn more about the Facebook. Yeah, if you say your business doesn't do anything on Facebook, it's because you don't know what you're doing. It doesn't mean,
exactly,
and it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It's just like saying, Yellow Pages doesn't work. Yellow Pages still works, but only for people who don't open up the computer. And if you go in there, those people are going to call you.
That's true. The same thing for Twitter.
Yeah.
You can get Twitter business from Twitter. You can drive. A lot of my events get filled up very quickly from Twitter.
Yeah.
So if you know how to use it, then you can maximize all that to increase sales, increase profitability in your business. So these are all the things I teach and mentor, show my clients, what to do and how to do. So in the mastermind group, basically, we'll be looking at, okay, where are you now?
Yeah.
What are you doing to generate revenue? It's all about revenue. At the end of the day, it's all about being able to live the lifestyle you want when you want.
Yeah.
And then also to affect people's lives, to help to transform other people's lives and help them also live that kind of life that they want.
And you can only take 12, right?
Wow. Only 12.
10 and
2. Only 12. 10
and 2. So
only 12.
But for the for the event that gets them there, you can take unlimited, right?
Yes. For the event that is like a tele summit where I have multiple speakers, we host as much as 200, 300 people at one time,
Yeah.
from around the world.
Yeah.
So that's going to hold in July of this month. That's annually. So
Uh,
every July, every year, we have that event.
and that one has about 300 in it.
Yes, 300, more than that,
But the one
much
on the
more.
19th of this month, how many you think will show up?
On the 19th of this month, I'm looking at no less than 300 people to be on the call,
Okay.
but I can only take 12
12
people on the
people. Okay.
mastermind group.
Now,
Yes,
what is the price of the call? The one on
it's
that
free.
uh
On the one on the 19th is totally free.
no
It's a free
way.
course.
So they
Yeah,
can
yeah,
come
yeah.
in and they could learn.
And they can learn and they can listen and then they could decide for themselves if they think I'm the right coach for them.
Great.
And then yes.
Do you repeat this each month?
That's going to be bi-monthly,
By
every
month.
2 months.
Yeah. So
Yes.
you know what, folks? Either below me or when you click get access, when you would go to Placida's uh, more information. We're still positioning the links around the TV show, how television stations. So somewhere on the page, click around, you're going to find more about Placida. But a lot more likely to be below me, a link that says how to take you there to the free training. And then hopefully you'll consider Placida's event where she's only taking 12 mastermind group members. Um, who shouldn't come?
Who shouldn't come? Anyone who would waste my time and not take action and waste their time. Because it's not about me taking money from you. It's not about me receiving money from a client. If the client doesn't take action, then my time is wasted. My heart gets broken. I'm a very emotional person, so I get really attached to my clients when I work with them. I want to be sure that everything is okay with them. So I
Nice.
don't want to spend that energy on you, and all you do is waste my time and your time. There's no need. Take the money, go shopping.
You know
Just
what? And that's excellent. And now most people don't. I tell everybody, leave us messages at the end of these. Leave us comments at the end of these. Please like, please share. We live for that. It isn't the money, okay? We live for the interaction. We live to know that we gave. We live to know that you improved your life because of something we said, okay? So Placida is the same way. Tell me about two people that you have helped. You don't have to say their name, but you could say their first name maybe. Um, that you have taken from point A to point B without having to go through all the hassles you went through.
okay. So I've got this lady in up north. I'm very bad at geography, so she's somewhere in Wales, and she went from not understanding the internet. I have mastered it. So she does a lot of affiliate. I do a bit of affiliate marketing. So she does a bit of affiliate marketing and coaching.
And she
So
didn't know anything about it before.
she didn't know anything about it before. So
Oh
these
my
are part
God.
of the things I teach my clients. I mentor my clients on. It's like an all-round thing. I don't just mentor you on coaching. So your business might be coaching, but you want to earn residual income. So you want to be able to get income when there is no client.
Yeah.
So that's what I mentor you on. So she has income coming in from different streams, and I don't know. I wanted to say that some of the things I've taught her to do,
Yeah.
so blogging, but blogging specifically on a niche
Yeah.
and driving traffic. So she earns money from that. That's something that she earns money from.
That's
And she also does social media manager. So she's a social media manager. So she gets accountants, right? She called me today actually this morning and she said, I've got a new client who is an accountant and I've got
so she
someone who
gets
is
brick and mortar businesses hooked on the web because of what you taught her.
exactly. So she helps them because some of these people, local businesses, do not know
Yeah.
how to, maximize social media platforms.
Yeah.
So what she does is she goes promotes her services. Say, I can do this for you. I can help you drive traffic from web and Facebook. I can optimize your website. And then sometimes she takes some jobs she can't do,
Yeah.
and then she calls me up.
I love it.
She calls me up like this morning. She called. She said, I need to create a blog. I
Yeah.
need to add it to this. I need to do that. How do I go about it?"
I
And I
love
said, "Do
it.
this, do this, do this." So it's a continual process. I mean, this client is from last year,
Yeah.
but it's a continual process. I never stop mentoring you.
I
I'm
love it.
always there for you.
I love it. And that she's part of your coaching program or your mastermind?
She's actually completed her program, but she calls me every now and then.
Yeah. You know what's
So
funny? Most people don't know. This is a sphere where you literally become close friends almost instantly. And now
exactly.
we've all gone through similar training. We've all had similar experiences. We're all having this little aha type thing. And all of us seem to want to work towards one cause, and that's peace. And that's why I founded TV Show How. Its real core cause is peace. I figure if I interview and I show people from all over the world, okay, it will show that our humanity. It will show that we're all beautiful. We quit fighting. So,
Yeah, that's true.
fighting
That's
for
true.
finite resources that corporations tell us to go after. I mean, this is so. Anyway, I'm really enjoying what you're doing and what you're saying, and I look forward to being your longtime friend. Tell us about one more testimonial.
Okay, so one more testimony is a client who she came to one of my events and decided she wanted to begin running an event like mine. It was a big learning curve, and that's what a lot of people need to understand. Event organizing is not as easy as you just see. When you go to an event and say, "Oh, wow, this is amazing, this is fantastic," and I can do this. But it's not as easy as just saying, "I can do it." You need to be mentored through the process. You need to be mentored through organizing the event, finding your speakers, finding the right venue, driving traffic, and this is what I mentored her through. But in the process, she was still in the brink of deciding, what do I want to do with myself? Do I want to just organize events, or do I want to become a public speaker? And today she organized her first event, which is fantastic, and now she's now a full-fledged public speaker, also teaching people and coaching people on how to also grow their businesses, which is fantastic. So I'm connected to them. They're like sisters.
Yeah, yeah. You
They're
know
like
what's
sisters.
funny? Their wins become your win.
Exactly.
You know.
And then it's word of mouth. They tell the story about me. So I keep getting clients. So I can get a phone call and say, "Oh, excuse me, this one so person told me about you. I would like you to mentor me."
I love
Word
it.
of mouth. In fact, that is a very effective marketing. Word of mouth, when satisfied clients go out and tell their friends and colleagues and tell their clients about their mentor. It's big. It's big.
Yeah.
That's the joy of it all.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, watching the TV show How, and you're watching a really really pleasant episode with the future anchor. Soon we'll have her channel up, and she's going to anchor it where she can add her own videos at will. And just there's links around the page. Please click. Please share. Please get the word out. She is already a rock star, but I think we're going to try to help make her even more a household word in the United States and around the world for TV show How. You have the parting words. Go ahead.
Yeah, parting word for everyone who is listening to this show is, I don't know what your dream is, but whatever your dream is, do not give up. Take that one step. I keep saying to everyone, if Placida, and I mean if Placida can do it, you can. Whatever it is that your dream, if your dream is starting a home business, most people are doing home business. I run my business from home. So whatever it is that you want to do, you want to create a lifestyle where you can travel and do anything, you can. Just take that one step. Find a mentor. He would make your process easy, faster, and you will achieve your goal much quicker than you would have if you are doing it alone. So find a mentor, find a group, and that's why I'm having this mastermind group. And all the events I do is to bring people together, meet themselves, and then you learn off other people, like using 10 other people's minds to grow your business. So that's all of that.
Excellent.
I hope I'm not talking too much.
No, you're excellent. I'm going to say goodbye. And TV show House signing off. I tried to give her the last words, but she asked me a question. One more time. The last word is yours.
Yeah, so last word is mine. Take care of yourself. Everyone, just go for gold. Hit it head on. Take the bull by the horn. Don't Don't let anything stop you. Just go, like, and then break the walls, whatever it is. Just break the walls and just keep going, and you will make it.